Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Killer Snow, and today we finally get to enjoy a moment of peace and reprieve because spring break is next week. And it is a monumentous time because it's also midterms and stuff, but because it's also spring break magically, beautifully. We are free. You heard me. We're free. So we can play some Elden Ring, which I was already kind of playing on in the background, and it kind of made me start up a minute late. My bad. But we're here. I'm going to go ahead and turn on a little bit of music just to kind of fill in for sound, because I do have the game audio kind of reduced a bit, because it just kind of gets annoying hearing repetitive attack sounds. So we're just going to
Who got time to waste when prayers on
pass
the
a
table?
little much. Turn it down for y'all on the stream side, and I think we're good. I think we can commence. We can continue now. Okay. So, maybe I can get some opacity on some of this. Give me one quick second here. I don't want it to look a little... I don't want it to look too, you know... Wait, what? Hello? Garbage. Where is... Wow, it's not even on there. Okay, never mind. That won't work. Whatever, it'll be fine. Y'all can deal with having the little bright... You know what, I'm gonna move it over. You know what, no, because that's not gonna help anything when I am... Bam. Just wanted to relocate it. Felt like it was too much clutter at the bottom, and at least at the top, there's... People are used to clutter at the top. We're good. So, one of the first things y'all might notice is that, I currently have 0 runes, and that is because, of course, I am dying repeatedly in Stormveil Castle. Admittedly, most of my deaths were to the, of course, were to the knight that's up there. Oh god. And I usually don't actually alert that guy. Nope, I'm dead. Well, there goes all those runes. There were more runes up there. Almost 3k worth, but whatever. I've learned to just kind of accept that this is going to be a thing that happens pretty regularly for me, not being a Souls player, which should probably be in the title somewhere, but it isn't this time. I already used the clickbaity title, and of course I wasn't paying attention, so I may as well just go ahead. Excuse you, airbender. Let me pick up those runes that equate to 0. Okay. I want to go and upgrade these hook claws again. Oh, come on. Half the struggle for these enemies is wondering when they're going to decide to swing their weapon. And it's kind of ridiculous. Their wind-up animation will last so long and then have a hang time before they actually do things in most cases. But the thing is, most of their other attacks are ridiculously quick. So you're kind of caught in a little bit of a loop there. Commoner's Headband. Well, we're skipping the night because I just realized where I was going. Oh, they have the same kind of problem. Okay, so we've been doing level design here on the stream, so here's something to look at. The character has a natural latent like light emission that's anchored into the character model. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but that's completely dark over there. I'm not wearing a lantern or using any kind of incendiary weaponry, but I go in here and there's a soft blue light to go ahead and illuminate the immediate area around me, so no matter what, I'm not in permanent darkness. But it can be counterintuitive to some of the other colors that are going on with the other lighting effects and the other particle effects. It's just little things to look out for. Not that I can do any better at all, just these are things that I'm now knowing how to discern and pick out. Right, I need to go up. So naturally, I'm gonna go down. There we go. So I know that the first time you go into that night, it locks the door. I didn't realize that it doesn't lock it anytime after that, so me fighting him in the dark in that really overcrowded room didn't need to be the case, but it was. I lived. Oh, I should not have lived through that. That fall should have been the death of me. That was luck. Did he fall after me? I think he fell after me. So I'm gonna take this guy out. We're gonna pick this up, and I'm gonna look for a. If I remember right, there is a save, a grace coming up around here. Should be. Oh no, that's right. It was another one of those really strong knights. That's right there. I can hear him walking around. I'm gonna fuck that guy. Oh, what's in here? Nothing. Nothing at all. But there is access to whatever is there, so I could try that after checking out what may or may not be here. Oh, hey, yeah, we have something here. Could this be mushroom? Yes, it is mushroom. Let's jump to the shit. Hey. Well done. I love that. I really like these. I do wish they were a little bit faster. Of course, I am dual wielding, so I'm pretty sure if I do that, yeah, that's decently fast all on its own. But since it's dual wielding, it's going to be a little bit slower. But a bunch of beware left, beware of enemy, beware of left, beware of left. Yep. Yep. Players helping players. Gonna skip that fall, thank you. Not letting him blow me up again. I am learning my lessons. I could try and jump and land on that, but not gonna do that because I know that I don't need to get to that. I know where that is. I previously wouldn't have known where that was. And I think I know how to get to that as well, potentially. I don't know how I managed that, but I did. So, yay. Oh right, there's it's basically like jump puzzling to get to that one over there. That's a risk. That's a big risk jump. I could try and do a sprint jump from here. I might survive the fall. But first, let's check over here, because we know we didn't know that that guy was there. That just kind of was reaction. Alright, we got the brick hammer. Big weapons for a dex build. Not my style. There's that last grace. There's that area that we had skipped because we didn't want to deal with that. Praise the hiding plate. Oh. Oh, okay, so if you make that jump, you can sneak up on that guy and not have to worry about getting murked off the edge after you dodge once. Oh well. Oh yeah, no, let me not go back into that room. You know, I forget that that is an option when I really got to get used to that. It's such a simple just a... And it could really screw me and throw me over an edge, I'm aware, but still, that's a really useful actual combat tactic that I haven't used enough. I usually pick a direction to roll in, but sometimes I really want extra space and I don't really give myself full opportunity to get that. Whew. We're good. I'm just gonna keep on being stupid and falling. I want the items. I'm sorry. I'm sorry and also not sorry, but I want the items. Okay, I'm done trying to get the item. My attention span is not gonna stick around to the... Well, it totally could, but I don't want to, like, waste 10 minutes of time. I've already done probably half of that trying to get it. And it's probably not worth it for what I'm trying to do with this character. I think I got it with my magic caster. He came back. I know I didn't die, so I guess he didn't either. He just kind of fucked off somewhere for a while. I don't think... oh, hey, Sushi! I don't think I have long to watch, but I will watch for as long as I can. I really appreciate you being here. Thanks so much. Sorry I didn't immediately notice the messages here. Let me go ahead and switch over to the multi-stream chat as well. I have to remember to do that if I'm going to be broadcasting to multiple sources. And oh yeah, oh no, 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 no. Yeah, 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 yeah. Jesus. Okay, Dragoon. Okay, really quick bleed damage. Yo, okay. I thought that guy would be a bigger problem, I'm gonna be completely honest. And that looks like a really steep drop, so I'm not gonna worry about that. What is this? Bird down. Oh. I really like my my Wolverine claws here. What is this? Two-handing required ahead? I am two-handing. W too basic hatred. And I'm full of hatred. And we finally got to another grace. Oh. I also know that there's a like hidden boss here. Not really too hidden, but it's like it's not even a named boss, and I didn't know what it was the first time I fought it when I was on my my caster, my prisoner, spellblade, whatever you want to call it. But when I found it, I had no idea what it was, and it was just this pieced together thing. Hey, I added a charge. I didn't know that I didn't know I had enough golden seeds for that. Oh, okay, Sushi. Thank you so much for the boat horn. Oh. Hey. I'm happy that we got some more flask, a little bit more sip. I think I can get rid of that though. And enhance charge attacks for a time in the mixed physic. Yeah, I'll do the spike crack tier. And we'll live with this. What is this? Plum sword. All more visions of old deer. Okay. I'm still not completely familiar with the speech patterns of contraption does not move. Okay, so I'm not gonna bother fixing that. Here's another area here that that could use a little TLC for or from lighting. Where is that coming from? That's shining right there. Yeah, it's not enough to come from there, I don't think. There's a little split in the seam or something. I'm breaking everything up because you don't know if there's gonna be enemies hidden behind stuff. They've caught me before. Another contraption that does not move. Okay. Oh. Bye. Oh. I just sparted that guy. Alright, yeah, I'm never getting that item now. First off, fingers. Oh, look at that. Look at that. See? See? Do you see what that is? That is an enemy slowly circling his way around to get to me. Alright, now let's see if I can... Is he gonna be auto-targeting on me? Nope. He's alert, but not enough. We got him. And we'll be able to get loot from this one at least. Smoldering butterfly. I hear something. I hear a patrolling knight. I can hear that armor. You've got to be shitting me. Oh my god. Okay. You're getting annoying. I just gotta channel my inner blender. Blender. Done. I don't like that I used 2 healing potions for that. But I do have my Flask of Wondrous Physic here that I could use. Alright, some gold rune. Ooh, 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 just thought of something. I don't like what I just thought of, but I thought of something. Here we go. Okay, so we know that that's an area. We know that that's an area right there. But what else can we know from this? We know that there's a drop down right there that we can benefit from an item, and that there's some more stuff there. But what more did we know? Oh, I could jump there. That looks like a boss fight square arena, but I know that it's not. Oh. Could I try and jump on that? Or do I just need to run around the other side of this to get to what I was trying to allude to? Is it on the other side? Yeah, it might be. So I think it might be on, like, the other side of this tower right here. The thing that I'm trying to go for. You know what? I might be able to do it. It would be crazy if this was the actual legitimate way to get the item that I am thinking of right now. Rather, I don't know what item it is, but I do know that the item that we passed up, that I was like, I don't want to waste any more time on this. I noticed that there was ways that could have meant like dropping down onto it, but I didn't comprehend how that would have worked until until this area right here, where I might fall to my death. Oh, yeah, there's no fixing there. Okay, so this is going to be not this one. We're gonna jump off here. Or hello? Outcast. It's almost like I hear this song a lot. I kind of want to do whatever jump puzzle that is over there, but first we're gonna fight this douche nozzle. Okay, I don't know how I timed that so well. I know that looked like it was just concentration and knowing something, but I promise it wasn't. Yeah, see? I just happened to start spamming my attack button at the right time. Oh my god. Nah. Get down. We're already almost out of potions. I rely on these kind of heavily. I need a little regeneration. I got a feeling. Or rather, a memory, an inkling happening here. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to go now. I'll try to make it next stream. Have a good stream. Thank you so much for being here, Sushi. Really, thank you. Have a good day. And we're going to dual wield this these claws because fuck yeah. Oh. I would have played a little Dead by Daylight to get practice for the upcoming tournament, but it was updating and applying the patch across like 20 gigs, so I decided to not, and do something better with my time. And not immediately try and piss myself off, to be fair. That knight has wrecked me before. I'm gonna get from this guy. Oh yeah, that's right. I can just drop down hither. Oh, look at that. A person. Oh, Rogier. He's the Spellblade guy. Oh, tarnished. Ash of War, the Glintstone Pebble, the Ash of War, Carrion Greatsword. That might be nice. Spinning weapon used on small and medium swords, axes, hammers, as well as polearm staves, great spears, being an exception. I might buy this one. That one doesn't seem terrible. Let me look around first. There's no other enemies. Okay, that attack was a lot faster. Interesting. Okay. Oh no, no. I'm gonna wait for you to turn around. So that way I can snipe your friend, who's gonna be very annoying, I gather. Please don't turn around. Well, that's it for me. Jesus! How did he just get a 5-hit combo on me with these heavy-ass weapons? See, that's that swing I keep telling you about where they... Shit. Almost had him. But that's that slow swing where it's ridiculous how long it takes because of how strong they obviously are. He can obviously wield this weapon with one hand and swing it faster with one hand, but as soon as he posts his shield up and dual wields it, he's treating it like it's like 3 times the weight that it just was, and that it actually is taking effort, and that it's somehow better for him to suspend the weapon that high up over his head. It's not rational. It doesn't make sense. The only reason it does that? Literally just to mess with timing. I'm about to get fucked up by birds. Like, full stop. Unless I can... Nice. Okay, let me... Can I make more? Exalted Flesh. Temporarily boost physical attack. I can make more. I can make some fletched ones. I only have enough for 1 set. Alright, so we're going to just make these. I wonder if that plant life is gonna stop. Oh, nope, but I did make him drop it. Oh, shit. Okay, too much. Get down. Alright, so we're gonna swap back to that flame bow because, seriously. A little higher. I've been wanting to look into ranged weapons anyway, so this is a good first practice. Because if I can try and kill the dragons without having to be right underneath them, that'd be really nice. I'm gonna see this guy live too. Okay, so we're gonna go and take the same route we just took, because I want to be able to knock out these other 2 guys over here for the freebie EXP. I took my chances to deal extra damage to this guy. Jesus! Seriously, man. That was cheap, that was cheap, that was cheap. Can't win. I really wish there were an explanation for how they just whip up things of wind around them that can hurt you. Unless that is one of the melee abilities. I am somehow slightly more versed in the magic than the physical abilities. I also wish I didn't have to deal with these fucking birds every time I died, because their flight patterns are really annoying. But we're gonna use this as target practice now. Looks like we got it. Much better. Technically, I don't even need to bother this one, but I'm going to. Really don't want to worry about that. I don't need that one coming up from behind me. Feel me? Are these prophets? Or just prisoners? I think they're just prisoners. Where's my runes? Did I? Yeah, I went right past him. Wow. Huh? Wait, what? Not sure how we're gonna want to try and approach this again. Can't let old Torchberry boy get me. Fuck! How does the timing line up for all of their shit perfectly for them and always in the worst possible way for me? I don't get it. Limits of guarding. Attacks with certain affinities such as fire or lightning may make guarding less effective. Okay. Is there any way to know if something has an affinity to something? I know I'm not blocking, so it really doesn't even matter. I'm also, like, out of arrows. Love it. So much damage from a goddamn bird. Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna die. Annoyed. These games do have a tendency, or rather the creators of these games have a tendency to focus on the difficulty levels of, or just the difficulty of everything rather than other elements. What the fuck? So I wasted a bunch of mana to go ahead and, you know, smack this thing with my ranged ability, which I didn't get to actually benefit from at all. Down, boy. I really need to go and upgrade my weapons again. Like, it's getting bad. I also don't know anything about armor in this game, really, because all the armor that they give you at the start is going to almost guaranteed slap you immediately into a heavy load, so your dodging is practically useless at that point. Yeah, it's just not as strong. All those extra attacks when I just did that twice. I really don't like this. I know that I can go around him too by taking the top path and jumping down fast enough. I can do it. I know I can because that's how I did it initially with my Spellblade, and then when I got Carrion Slicer, I came back and cut him up really fast and was really happy about it. But like, I'm not using spells this time around. Also, what is your patrol path? Look at how much damage the wind from his fucking shield did. Juggled. And they kind of gate off the rest of the maps. I also know that there's a way around the castle entirely, so you don't have to deal with it, and you can farm up and come back to it. But I feel like that's just a poor level design idea to make some things so difficult that your players literally need to go out and around, you know, the storyline of the game intentionally to make themselves, like, be strong enough to handle the storyline. Because what happens if you keep dying? You don't have runes. If you don't have runes, then you can't upgrade your shit no matter what. Doesn't matter how many stones you have, if you don't have runes for it, then you're not going to upgrade. Dead again. Alright, I think I'm done here for a little bit. I'm gonna start to get annoyed really quick at how that makes sense to people. Because again, I know these guys are big on, you know, their difficulty level being the biggest thing, but without any kind of adjustability to that difficulty level, you've gated off effectively most of your game behind, you know, a person's ability to learn something. And if people can't, like, it's not a very friendly or forgiving game, and that is understandable. That's not what it's meant to be. But it is very, very difficult for new people to get in that way. This game is... Elden Ring is easier to get into than the Dark Souls games. I know that they've probably made a lot of quality of life changes, because, you know, you learn over time, but they still hold on to that being, like, the biggest thing is just, hey, look how hard our game is. And then, like, that 50 hits on a hidden wall kind of thing. Now your player base is gonna, or at least the nuttier ones of your player base are gonna go around and smack every inch of your game, which I guess if you want to count that as playtime for the content of what you created, sure. But I feel like that's not it, maybe? Like I don't feel like, me personally, this is just my personal opinion, but I do not think that ideal gameplay or fun gameplay or fun mystery for gameplay is equivalent to running around and smacking walls that have no indication of whether they may or may not have anything behind it, because there happens to be one wall in the game that's been discovered so far that takes 50 hits and you can break it and find secret stuff. Well, great, now you've set like an impossible precedent, because everyone's going to be trying to find this stuff, and now everyone's just going to spend their time growing to hate the game because they're just going to be going around smacking the crap out of walls. More walls. Always with more walls. Eventually, all of the messages in the game that people write out to one another are just going to be lining the walls and say, not here, not here, not here, not here, not here, here. What the crap did he just throw at me? Okay. What the crap is that? Okay, flaming pixie dust. Yeah, it does so much. I don't know what to do. I'm losing all of my shit on all of my characters right now, and I'm not about it. That guy was not that hard when I first passed through there. I one-shotted him before. So, not quite sure what exactly is going on just in general. Oh, Xbox Game Bar, nice. That's interesting, that's new. Stay connected to your squad, listen while you play your way. Oh, nice, nice. Xbox Social. Oh, shit. Okay. I have messages? Oh, Jesus. And I'm gonna clear all of those, because I don't talk to none of those folks. Okay, I didn't know that there was like an Xbox thing on here. So now I gotta go and grab my shit and, I don't know, try and beat this guy, because they're going to keep chasing unless I just run back here and touch the grace. But like, that's... It's pigeonholing me into doing the South Park World of Warcraft thing where you just farm pigs. Like, the only reason I just beat that guy right there is because I got a running start and I just juggled him with fast attacks, because this is a thrusting, so I can do my heavy attack and it's just this. So it juggles pretty effectively. Oh wait, shit. That wasn't who I... Well, shit. I thought he was a regular enemy. My bad. I just murdered old Albus. Well then, if that's gonna be the case, I'm gonna go and try and do something useful or useless. Still not sure which one. Like, all this area over here has some stronger enemies that I could probably farm up on my Dex character. Over here is like shit that is too like strong for even my current character at level 40 something. And then the storyline makes you come over around here, and in order to even get to the area I'm in, you were assumed to have to kill a dragon right here. Did I kill that dragon? No, I did not. I ran the fuck in there, grabbed the thing, and got out. Because that's a hell of a gate. And what I'm meaning when I say a hell of a gate, like, games are... It's a part of level design, it's a part of game design. When you design your stuff, you don't want people just running like when they say sandbox or open world and stuff. Yeah, there's that, but there's usually areas that are literally unpassable until you get like certain things, right? That's how they prevent you from really getting to stuff you shouldn't have been getting into, is by gating it off that way. Oh. I didn't know this was here. Oh, okay. Blue, white, wooden shield. Okay. Did you, like, kill your friend? I don't see. Also, why? Oh, yeah. There was a whole lot of crap to get through to get there. Although it is pretty funny if just, yo, I want to jump off of here really bad for some reason. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. I need to get my charger for this. That's unfortunate. Where are my runes? Where in the brack are my runes? Where is it? It's right around here, isn't it? Giant crab, weird crab bane things, and alright. My shit's up there, right? Is that the illusion that they're... Is that what they are alluding to here? Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay. Hello? No! Nah. And there goes all the runes again. I can't. Because there was no way to heal for where I was at. If I tried to run, they would have done the usual attack and advance combos that they always do, so they would have gotten me as I was trying to like dodge roll through them, which honestly wouldn't have given me the iframes. I know it wouldn't have at that point. There was too many of them. I think I should just stop right now, actually. I'm just gonna change up the title, and DBD did finish, so I'm already annoyed. I may as well go into DBD annoyed. Problem is, they're not doing anything wrong with their game, so this is just me being annoyed at a game class that I'm not, like, comfortable with. Because these guys literally created an entire genre of games by making Dark Souls, so they created Souls-like games. And it's just a genre that's fueled by difficulty. With only one difficulty, honestly. So it's like it's fueled by difficulty, but that difficulty setting is always on hard to very hard, so it's just like steep learning curve or nothing. And it doesn't feel good. Exit! Jesus! I don't care about the save data. Seriously. Don't save. You've stolen so many runes from me already. And I know that if any, like, Dark Souls, like, intensive players pop in here and saw that I lost, like, 2 to 10,000 runes, they saying that, like, you've stolen so much from me, they'd be like, try losing millions! Okay, well, then you obviously spent a lot more time, had a lot more patience. Congratulations to you. You were a higher level. You did the thing by playing a video game. But you endured through that suffering, didn't you? And that's the style of the game. It's not that anything was broken, is that was making it, you know, unfun. It's that it's just personally not fun for me to have something be at a permanent high difficulty. So much so that I can't progress the story. So I will continue playing Elden Ring, but I will continue it at a slow pace because I am not looking for other things to add unneeded stress and blood pressure increasers to my life. That's why if behavior doesn't get their shit together, I'm not going to continue playing this game. Oh wait, it's not going to show that it's loading yet because I need to change the aim capture. My bad. There we go. And I need to change titles and stuff. And we can copy and paste and get rid of that and put on Dead by... Yep. Toss that on there. We'll get rid of all of those tags because this one is all PvP and it's evil and neutral and... What am I? Endgame and what, farming, because that's really all there is to do in the game is to farm. Either fail to update settings for Twitch. How so? Let's try that again. PvP. Evil, neutral. Fuck it. Endgame and farming. Okay, now we got things successfully updated. Okay, we're good. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right, they turned the nurse back on, so I was happy about that for a little bit. Let's see, Demogorgon, Blight. Let's get rid of the Blight one. It's gonna change from Blight to Nemesis, okay. We'll play Demo. We'll play Demo Boy for now. Just strictly for the sake of, getting, what is it, the Shreds, Enduring, Lightborn, and Tinker. Do I have those? Could I do that? Enduring. No Lightborn. Shame. I'll do that with another one. Portals. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna be portal heavy with Demo Dog here. I'm also gonna be trying to apparently slug people with Knockout. Why? Oh, because I'm using knockout and that and that. No, okay. I guess I just kind of threw something together one day.
Hey, what's good? You think you know that, but you never understood me. I never gave a damn. I've been mobbing with the hoodie, so you can
Sorry about that.
if you hear this.
Oh, we have a flashy. A little bit of a fletchy. Okay, okay. We got this. Oh God. Y'all. The fact that, oh, I also just took a midterm. I took a midterm before the stream, so that's a thing. Was ist das? That was nice. I kind of wish I could just jam out to the songs while in game. You know what? Let's see how much it would actually, how much of a detriment it would actually be to me. Knowing what the business is. Know that you were little. I was gonna go grab a charger, but I'll wait until after this match. Don't want to rush. I am the Everest. Y'all, my beard is officially thick enough that it can catch stray water droplets for me. Nice. I might be able to eventually pick snacks out of it.
Held up a mask, was never caught looking back. Cause bodies were such a stack. I'm walking past every obstacle. Don't need to ask, I'm moving out with my pack. The mental list starts to crack. So tell me what is impossible. I've been walking these shoes for so long. The trust
It's awesome having an amazing wife to make me matcha. Why did it feel like the I thought I could do it with the music, but I can't. Why did it seem like the UI was like shifted? Like weird, like totally. Okay. Where'd you go? Oh. Oh, okay. Unfortunate. Oh no, she made it to the shack. She made it past the shack. She's just zooming right now. Of course. You know, if I hadn't charged that, I could have got her, I'm pretty sure. Should have done charge attack. I'm making lots of poor choices, but I got I got 2 really good pallets out of her, honestly. No gens have popped yet. She's got boil over, so don't know where Hook is, but should be one right there. Now the gens are popping. So we see that there. And for the first certain amount of time, nice. Didn't sacrifice my 1 stack. Alright, that's a second one. I like how I can't look around while I'm doing that, so it doesn't even matter that I can see certain things. Nice. Caught her off guard. Yes. Nice. And she's the one with the flashlight too. And we've got the basement here. That is another boil over. It's still beneficial for us. Whoa, 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 none of that. Hello, Dusk. Welcome. Oh, look at that. Everybody's just chilling there. Damn it, that was the obsession. I just lost 2 stacks. Hello, hello, Dusk. Thank you for making it and being here. Oh, come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up! Oh, I just saw someone taking their time to crawl through. Going back. Just Win Baby is already healed up. They were downstairs. Okay. I can chill with having that there. She went around. Of course she did. What? Yeah, she took off. Gotta love validation for everyone else. Of course. Hay bales. Get up. And they're down to 1 gen left. I cannot see hooks. Oh, come on. I really don't like boil over. You are welcome. I am sleepy. You been okay? You had a problem with your leg before. You've been a little lethargic. Sure you good, man? She's quiet. I really don't like this. I also don't like potentially, well, definitely tunneling this person out, but there's no other way I'm gonna get a kill this match. What? The game didn't even want to give me that. Oh, it was you. You're still here. You're still injured. Nice. Pally boy inbound. Never got hooked, I don't think. Oh my god, there's a hook right here. I was about to take her to the one that I saw the aura of. Yep, that's the only other person right there. Well, no, there was someone nearby that was probably trying to wait for the unhook, but that point doesn't really matter. I got one kill. She didn't want to actually give a hit to anything. That's, again, the perpetuation of survivors just wanting to waste the killer's time even when the game is over. Which has become so commonplace that they actually don't think that they're, like, doing anything bad. They're just like, oh, we're just like that. That person probably doesn't think that that's anything, just like, oh, I'm just trying to get a couple points at the end. Or they might actually be trying to be toxic, but no matter what their intentions are, it's always going to be viewed as toxic because of just how this game makes people. GG's. At least they didn't complete all the gens immediately when I was doing that first chase, because they definitely could have. She ran me for a good section of the map. Did I even get enough hits to buy your hand kill? Fully charged shred? Oh, fuck that. I'm not doing any of these dailies then. Fuck no. You know how hard it is? How much time it takes to get that fully charged when you're in a chase with someone? You're not going to get those hits. You'd have to surprise someone by, like, full charge launching yourself off of a roof and landing on someone. Better chance of that happening than of getting just a full charged regular shred in a chase. No thank you. Not until y'all fix your game and actually balance the scales to where the power's supposed to be. Then I'll do your little daily challenges. Lovely. Oh my god, this match is so damn good. We're facing a lot of console people, so I'm gonna try and make a mental note and remember after this match to turn off crossplay, because I'm not having it. It's very easy to spin your thumbstick versus someone that has to deal with the auto-aiming of the game. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna wind up putting all the points I currently have into the Onryu, and then after that probably into the Blight to prep for the tournament. Start getting practice in different build ideas for the different powers. Disconnected from host. Nice. Oh, I totally forgot to turn off the crossplay, but it's okay. We got a couple of PC folk. And by the way, even though I am annoyed at Elden Ring because of just the type of game it is, and I am just in a permanent state of annoyance with Dead by Daylight, does not mean that I am not actually happy and content right now. I just need to put that out there right now, because some people are probably... Someone's gonna wind up saying at some point in time, looking back on this footage, and be like, "Oh, see, you're a toxic asshole too, because you're only talking about the negativity and stuff." And no, it's my observations. I still try and keep a positive outlook. And moreover, I am happy that I'm able to play these games right now and not be having to work on, you know, making similar things. Speaking of which, I made an almost functional game for my programming, strictly just through programming and a couple of sprites, and the sprites were literally just PNGs. So get PNGs of the right size, and I can build something with it, and that's really, really cool. Why? I need to angry react my wife right now. My wife is driving and live streaming. What the fuck are you doing? Both hands on the wheel. Stop looking at the damn. Oh no, 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 no. We gonna have chats, Missy. We are gonna have chat. Oh no, no. Done. Putting that aside. I can't watch that. I will. My anxiety is gonna go through the fucking roof. Oh no, 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 no. Okay. Alright. No one's gonna be over here. There might be someone over here. Loki. Finally. The power of the W key should never be underestimated. That was a good dead hard for that. Oh! Oh, they removed the stun that comes with it. Also pretty sure I just saw someone crouching over there. Okay. We know that there's someone over there. Okay. Apparently I was seeing shit. Oh. And there was indeed someone else over there. How'd she know that I was looking at her? How did she know that I was looking, like, directly at her? I'm sorry, what? How the hell was she directly on me? Cool. What? Love how David got stuck in the corner between Hook and Shaq. Yeah, I saw that. I took advantage of that too. But this one particular thing is a real threat, actually. Like, serious threat, actually. So I'm just gonna put her right there. She doesn't get the special hook. Okay. So they did all of those on that side. So now we're gonna really hard defend everything on this side. Or try to. Hello? Where the hell is my hitbox? And where the hell's the blinks? It's her again, isn't it? I swear I just heard feet. Like, I can't ever be sure about anything because there are people that just, you know, hack the game, so that is also a very probable thing. And they don't always have to be the obvious cheaters either. Not this time. Let's get that save. No? Nice. Gives me opportunity. Come on. Fuck. How did that not hit? Oh, because the game favors them over us every time. That's how it didn't hit. I don't know how that one didn't hit either. Tay is about to be saved. That one also should have hit her hitbox, but... nothing really matters now. She gets unhooked. Everything is over there. Unfortunate. And by everything is over there, I mean absolutely nothing, because these doors are split. So, just gonna have to camp this out. Because I'm not rushing to any of these doors. Okay, I might rush to that door. Really should have hit. Go for the door, which I was just over here, so there's still a good chance that they could essentially just, yeah, look at that. I don't know where she went either, because I was chasing her when I found him. Okay, then how the hell did she get through me? How the hell did she get through me then? I'm just gonna put you up right here. Where's the old man? No good. Someone's here trying to get that damn save. I've got agitation. I'm just gonna take you to the basement, man. Too easy. I'm not gonna leave you by a gate. I know there was someone over here too. Before. Probably not so much now. I don't care. There's got to be someone around here. 99. Probably 99. Actually, no progress on that one. So this would be the path that they would take. No. No. Why did it not let me just blink right there? There's one. Oh, they picked him up. Someone dies now. Dead-hearted, really? Nope. Nope. One person. That's all I wanted. By the way, the last 5 minutes of this have been, like, just... The gens were all done, and it was me fighting to stay in. saying it's going to take a year to update DBD. Yeah, that's why I was playing Elden Ring earlier on stream, and I got quickly tired of doing that live. Quickly tired of doing that live. It doesn't bother me as much if I'm failing on my own discreetly, but it's a little ridiculous how scaling in that game does or does not work. Jesus. State of the game is A1. Even the one strength of the nurse is now a 50-50. Blink through walls. Okay, but really? I'll take that. Take that, that, and that. Oh, the warmth I felt after leaving the gym. 1K with the nurse, that's interesting, but GG, please do not dig. Please do not dig. I'm a game developer, and I know how to fix most of the issues that they have with this game, but they're refusing to actually fix it. So the fact that I can't blink through objects the way I'm supposed to be able to blink is not the fault of me. It is the fault of their really crappy mesh work. And various other things that can be brought up right now, but not necessary to bring up. Because if you don't know it by now at the tier that you're playing at, then, you know, something is never going to get through. But yes, GG's. Now to see how this one plays out. We've had some good things happen with the Onryu, but it's not going to last because the period of time for learning the counterplay has basically elapsed. So now the vast majority of people are going to know how to deal with her and counter her, depending on the builds. You know the nurse is top 3 best killer of all. You do know I've got over 2,000 hours in the game. I'm a nurse main and usually get 4Ks with her, but there's certain things that when the game is broken does not work in one's favor. So, no, not really giving you an excuse, I'm giving you the facts. You can look back at my footage, but most times when I was trying to just easily blink through a rock or on the other side of a wall, that doesn't happen. Not an excuse. Facts. The game does not work as it is advertised to supposed to work. Even their own perks counter themselves and don't work out right. From a design standpoint, from a balance standpoint, and from basically any kind of actual game development knowledge standpoint, this game does not really work. The one thing that is keeping them in business is the fact that they have a bunch of licenses for very popular, already established, famous characters. That is why they are still around. The old team was onto something. The new team does not seem to care. So, I am playing just until I get this tournament out of the way and probably quitting after that. For a good while. A good while. And I'm gonna enjoy it. I really am. I'm gonna enjoy my time away from this game. Carrying a tape within 7 meters. Why the hell was I trying to use this? We want this, and... Oh wait, no, that's right. I was trying something new and hopefully interesting with that. Well, coming from a person that has around 5K hours, nurse's top 3... Okay, I know that. I didn't say the nurse was bad, did I? I said that shit was happening that shouldn't have been happening. I was saying that I was trying to blink through the floor to get to the basement to prevent that unhook, and that couldn't happen because it wasn't letting me. I'm saying that their mesh work is bad, that the various designs and there's various flaws in this game. Many core flaws in this game that need to be fixed and are being ignored. That is where most of my annoyance is from. And it also annoys me when someone who is playing the secret power role in the game and then comes in talking about my performance. Of course I'm going to be annoyed. I know that Nurse is one of the top 3 best killers of all time in this game. She always has been, and she always will be. Even after when they gave charges to her blink like they have. Alright, I remember the old times. I've been around. It's just really, really frustrating when I know the things that are going wrong, and I know that it can be fixed, and I know that it's not a difficult fix if one person can see it, understand it, and notice it, and knows how to fix it. One amateur person knows how to do this, then why isn't this, whole company of people that have teams dedicated to each of these things, why isn't anyone on the individual team saying, how about this? It's basic and it will fix the problem. No one ever does. If you're still here, Tay, what's your opinion on the stretched res thing? Did you think it was cheating? If you didn't think it was cheating, were you using it? If you were using it and are now not able to use it, how do you feel about it? If so, how long if you know about any part of it, then do you know how long the stretched res has been an issue in the community? And do you know how easy it was to fix that thing? It was literally a checkbox. One ticked off thing. They're not using any proprietary, unique, special engine for this game. You can literally rebuild this game if you have enough spare time. It's in Unreal. It is so... There is so much documentation. There is so much help. There is so much everything out there for the Unreal Engine that they shouldn't have any of the problems that they're having. They shouldn't. So the problems that they're having that are like actually game breaking are fixable, and they're not fixing it. They wait weeks and almost months between meaningful updates. They don't fix the things that the community actually wants fixed. And from design standpoint, their game isn't what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be an asymmetrical game, right? With the power being in the one uneven side to balance it. It's not that. They balance it for a 1v1v1v1. What do you mean by I was secret player in the game? No, not secret player. I said secret power role. Because in an asymmetrical game, it's understood that in a 1 versus 4 person scenario, the person that is on their own has to be balanced to be stronger to make up for their being alone. But Behavior has readily admitted that their game is balanced around each person in the game. So it's a 1v1v1v1v1. And that means that it's not an 1v4 asymmetrical game. So the power role, which is supposed to be the killer, is not the power role because survivors exist, and the game keeps on getting balanced around them. I think he was trying to take this tape. fact that a single survivor can run a killer, do you think this game is killer-sided or survivor? No, it's survivor-sided, 100%. And that's not thinking it is, or that's not opinion-based. That's I've played both sides enough to know that the survivor side is an easier task to complete for them to, you know, technically be considered having, won. The time it takes to complete one generator is a set amount of time, basically. It is 80 seconds to complete a generator by yourself as a survivor. You only need to complete 5 generators, which means one person would take about 400 seconds to complete all their generators and get out if they were the only ones doing anything about it, right? Okay. Nah. There's my second down. So, in the amount of time that it takes a killer to down one person, if they take 80 seconds to down one person, then the 3 other people can complete a generator each. Which means that in the time it takes the killer to get 1 out of 12 of the necessary hooks they need to get a win, for them to get the 4K, because kills are what matter, then... I'm sorry, excuse me? Then, you know, 60% of the survivor objective is done. And that's the case with most killers most of the time in this game. Really depends on the map, 50-50? No. Map variance doesn't really count for too much in this case. There are some maps that are very one side or the other, but the maps don't have that much difference in them that they would cause that kind of a gap, let's say. Like, people say that the that, what do you call it, that the game is survivor-sided because it's got so many pallets. It's Pallet City. But I personally love playing on the game. I don't mind the fact that there's like 4 different god I mean, I kind of mind it, but you know, I can play on that map because it's a smaller map. It's gonna be quicker for me to run across the bottom and top of it successfully than it is to, you know, run across Mother's Dwelling. And again, there's also the fact that the killer is supposed to be the stronger role, and it just isn't, whether it's objective-based or otherwise. Another core problem that I can point out to you is that the killer's objective is to kill the survivors, and the survivor's objective has nothing to do with the killer at all. With the exception of don't get hit by killer. That's it. That's the extent of what their task demands of them as survivors to interact with the killer. Their task is to not interact with the killer. So, the killer's job is to deny the survivors the chance to complete their objectives, while the survivor's objective, it has nothing to do with the killer at all. When you have a nurse whose ability to teleport through... Okay, but that's the thing. What happens when the ability to teleport through objects doesn't teleport you through the object? What happens when the thing is supposed to do something and it doesn't? At that point, what happens? Then I'm stuck playing the slowest killer with the ability to give myself a temporary stun every few seconds because it won't blink through the rock I tell it to blink through. It won't go through the wall that it's supposed to go through. Do you see the problem that I'm getting at? Oh, fuck. I didn't know that she was actually still on it. Ah, fuck. I need to get rid of this. The killer is already faster than the survivor, and on top of that, they can get bloodlust after getting looped for a while. Correct, they can get bloodlust, which goes away if they choose to break the object or not. So in most cases, the loops are strong enough that that bloodlusting it is not the smart choice. Son of a bitch. Nurse shouldn't be able to blink through big objects as huge as a rock. Why? She's the slowest killer in the game. What more... See, this is why I didn't even want to discuss, like, really get into the semantics of the balancing issues, because you're already asking for more as a survivor. And you are entitled to your opinion. I accept that. But as someone who is heavily focused on balance as the main thing, the fact that the game isn't balanced is the most irksome thing for me. And I can see it so much easier because it's something that I'm really focused on, and it's the main reason that I got into game development. Right? So instead of just seeing and bitching and complaining about stuff, I learned how to fix it. I am educating myself on how to better, create games that aren't going to have the same, impact and effect that, the problems in these games are having. There's also a perk where the killer can break enough pallets they can recover and break pallets really fast. No. That is 3 different perks that you just described. Recover faster is enduring, break pallets really fast is brutal strength, and breaking enough pallets, recovering and breaking the pallet really fast would be spirit fury. That's 3 different perks. Also, Blood Warden and Noed is OP as well. Noed is completely dependent on the survivors not breaking bones, which if they want to go ahead and use boons, which they can use infinitely, where Hex Totems cannot be used infinitely, again, another unbalanced thing, then, that's survivor fault. That's a perk that is a killer perk reliant on survivor. Because if the survivors don't do bones, then you get to use your perk, which can only be used at the very end of the game if you can catch them. Before they open the gates, which only takes, 30 seconds? So 30 seconds, crazy. Blood Warden, also only really useful if the survivors have opened the gates and not left. Dusk, we know the answer to that question. We do know the answer to that question. There isn't a killer main in existence that isn't a Fog Whisperer. I'm gonna specify that right now. There isn't a killer main in existence that isn't a Fog Whisperer that plays at high tier, high MMR, that believes that this game is killer-sided. Not a one. Not a one. And the reason I had to add that's not a Fog Whisperer on there is because Otz used to say that the game was very survivor-sided. As soon as he started wearing that Fog Whisperer badge around his portrait, he changed his tune. Started saying, it's not that the game is survivor or killer-sided, it's who's willing to have scummier tactics. Okay, so who's willing to take all the fun out of the game, right? Never said it was killer-sided, I said it was 50-50. I wasn't saying that you said it was killer-sided. Also, map depend on it as well. I do say that there are some maps that can, like, flat out determine the outcome of a match. Because if I'm not running range add-ons and I get hit with Mother's Dwelling, that is going to be a very, 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 very sweaty match for me to try and do. Actually, Mother's Dwelling with anyone that isn't, like, a really high mobility or teleport-based person is really, really, really annoying. Conversely, any map with more than one floor or more than one elevation level, which is literally any map, because no one is going to make a completely flat map. That's really stupid from a development standpoint and level design standpoint, and in the whole scheme of this game. Not smart to do a completely flat map. Everything has to have a little bit of elevation to it, make it more interesting to look at rather than just flat expanse going out in front of you. But because of that, you know, any map that's got 2 floors is going to immediately cut the effectiveness of a killer like the Artist or maybe the Hillbilly. Most indoor maps can nerf the Hillbilly hardcore. Like, maps can have a pretty big impact, the type of map you get, depending on the killer you're using. And honestly, all the maps are going to be playable for the survivors. Being on indoor isn't going to screw a survivor out of anything unless it's a stealth killer. 2 matches ago when I went against you, I was def killer sided. You should have got a 4K, to be honest. It was the Japanese map. The Sanctum of Wrath on Yamaoka's estate. Yes. I usually wind up getting that one is a good coin flip. That is a balanced map in my opinion, because it has a center area, it's got the 2 little side parts, and it's got enough line of sight breakers, and it's not too big and it's not too small. That is a good map. That is an equal and balanced map. That one isn't killer sided. It could be more beneficial to a ranged killer and make it like more for them, just because it has like a high balcony essentially that you can snipe off of. Hex totem placement matters for more than just, you know, hexes. Hex totem placement matters for for dealing with the survivors too, because you don't want to deal with the totem spawning in the library on RPD, and RPD is just another nightmare that we don't want to acknowledge exists, but RPD exists. The problems on that map are numerous and can be fixed very quickly and easily if they just took things off. They don't even need to take things offline. They're an online game. They work on different versions of the game. So they can literally just go in and quickly fix the problems that are being had on RPD rather than shutting off maps and waiting months. The nurse was fixed after... I let her get the flashlight off because I'm kind of distracted. The nurse was fixed very quickly while the PTB for the Onryu was still active. See that auto aim that cucked me right there? Because I was actually turning trying to hit her and it just threw me at the wrong thing. You know, there's a lot. Survivor-sided Auto Havens. Auto Haven, I actually like Auto Haven because I can see pretty well on it. It's got good visibility for me. But Survivor-sided, it very well can be. There are Auto Haven maps that are very, very particularly annoying. Like the one that's a 2 Auto Haven, the one that's split like a barbell. There's someone here. was someone here. Honeydew. I'm sorry, what? Oh, hi, everyone. Sure. Okay. We'll leave the one that we took all that time chasing somewhere. Where did I leave her? Oh, fuck, she's up. See, like that. That should not have happened. Yamaoka Estate is not for range killers. I didn't say Yamaoka, I said Sanctum of Wrath. You make the game revolve around the person that you hook. Yes, most people call that camping or tunneling. And I try not to use the tactics that'll make people bitch and complain about how I get my win. Auto aim adjusting to walls. That one was just me being over anxious. Really? I can't. Yep. Oh, who's got the flashlight? I heard it. We've got a Scourge hook here. Makes everyone get off gens and makes everything easier. I don't camp. I do check around the area a lot though. That is the terminology for that is proxy camping. That's camping by being close enough to capitalize on someone, you know, just being near the survivor. I really didn't mean to swing there. But yeah, proxy camping is definitely, you know, a way to see to it that you get a victory, but I don't want to spend all my time around the same, you know, survivor. That's not like fun gameplay. The fun is in the chase. It's supposed to be in like the mind games and all this stuff, but it's not there when the survivors don't really want to play that way until they've secured their win by knocking out all the gens. And then what we're left with is, you know, whatever they deem to let us have. Again, rock somehow took priority over the person that I was trying to hit. The dead hard. Yeah, the way you're playing killer is proxy camping, and you know, if I were to do that every match, then I guarantee you my Steam profile would just be full of people saying proxy camp killer, blah blah blah. I mean, a lot of the people that take the time to comment on my thing is usually just people that are salty and pissed that I beat them in the game, and they usually wind up just calling me a camper, which isn't the case. Not in most senses of the word, at least. They like to think that I'm camping whenever their friends are circling and looping around them. Then I have to correct them and be like, that wouldn't be the case if your friends were good. Honeydew down. There's someone else here. The dead hard. We're gonna pick this one up. It really wouldn't make sense to camp when using Demogorgon and Earth since they can teleport. Yeah, but that's two teleporting people. And there's a lot more killers than just those two. And to me, from a logical mindset, camping works if you're literally just trying to secure the kill, which Behavior has said that their system literally only factors that because they think it's too difficult to factor other things, such as all of the things that create the scoring events. Literally not that difficult to be able to identify what is considered a smart and, you know, good play in a game if you actually, you know, made it. And played it, and are passionate about it. I don't think those things are being met by the current team. I play a decent mic. I actually am terrible with Nemesis. Would have been a happier time with Nemesis if the zombies were a little more efficient. I know that they just kind of bumped them up a little bit, made them a little bit quicker, so I know that they are a little bit better to contend with now than they used to be. But still, their travel mesh and AI is all jacked up. They get stuck on things all the time, which wouldn't happen if their travel meshes were baked properly. Also, what games have you developed since you said you're a game developer is a very broad term. You know, I work on various different assets. I don't just develop an entire game on my own, although I am expected to do literally just that and make a 2D game by, 3 weeks from now. And I gotta toss all the C# code and all that stuff for it. I am not allowed to take any shortcuts on it. You gave the med kit? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. You leave in the med kit, I'll let you go. Even though it's probably empty. I have a couple things that are technically functioning games or functioning game levels that I developed entirely on my own, but they're not like released anywhere because to my standard, it wouldn't be a game. I like a little, like, actual, little something, a little extra to my games. I like, you know, full fleshed out stories. I like hours and hours of content, not, repeating the same things. You gave me the med kit, you may go. Leave. Good frog. Let's see what I have. Ba-ba-ba. Let's see. I need to redo my cut now that I'm thinking about game development stuff. Oh, that was the adept for Frog? Oh. Well, GG's and congrats. Glad I let them go now. I know adepts can be rough. I mean, her adept isn't rough, honestly. I got that one in a first shot, but very... It's nice to get it no matter how many times it takes. I'm glad I got the Onryus on the first shot on the first day that she dropped, because I really didn't want to have to take multiple attempts at it. I think I only got it because, I think I got it when I brought a Mori with me, and I think everyone was just kind of, like, letting me down them for the Mori. My strengths in game development are probably lying around balancing concepts. I'm decent with level design. I'm a decent and improving 3D modeler and digital sculptor. I'm a horrible drawer. I suck at putting pen to paper, pencil to paper, or stylus to pressure tablet and drawing things that look great. But I can do damn decently with I can't even talk. I can do damn decently with most digital media. Like, where I gotta go through the spam here. Let's say open original there, and let me go back into this and hit main screen. GG's, I was the Jill. Izzy with the cheese, welcome to the channel. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for the follow too. That's so kind of you. Congrats on your adept. I know it's hard to get those. Honestly, if you didn't drop the medkit, I was just gonna hook you like everyone else. I had a bad match the last time I played the nurse, and the only other person that's been really chatty in here was from that match. And you're a new nurse enjoyer? As in, you enjoy new people playing nurse, or you are new to playing nurse and enjoy playing her? Because she is probably the one that you can have the most enjoyment out of while retaining functionality and, lethality. I was so thankful. I was so tired of trying for adept. I get that. I get that. I don't think I'm missing any adepts right now except for the new survivor. Shite! I totally forgot that I was trying to show something and I didn't show it. If you're still here, I was gonna show a piece of armor that I just finished sculpting a couple days ago for another project, and I was kind of proud of it. It's still not up to my personal standard, but I really hate being rushed, so if I had all the time in the world to work on it, I would, to definitely improve it more. I was trying to go full walking nurse at her. Come on. I'm new to playing nurse and enjoy playing her. Yes, good. She is quite fun when you get your muscle memory and everything and get the blinks down. You're gonna have a really great time. Also, are you gonna body block? You totally should. Why didn't you body block? I know she's still over here. See, that's why I don't blink if I absolutely don't need to. She took advantage of the flashlight light burn effect to keep me from blinking. Okay. That's also another thing you got to consider, that survivors can literally have 1v1 potential versus certain killers just based off of certain things like light burn, which only affects, I think, 2 killers in the game currently. I really like the that new Scourge hook perk. What just happened? I definitely spun myself on that. Got her. I'll BRB. I really hate how killers have that little lunge when going for a hit. Oh, yeah, no, I do it all the time. I hate it. I hate it, and I notice it whenever I like go through my footage. If I had a stream that had like really good matches on it, I'll cut them up and try and upload them to YouTube. And sometimes I'll be looking at how many times I just like sit and lunge forward every time. It's really bad. The Feng used the Dead of Hards. Yes, the Feng did indeed use the Dead of Hards. But they didn't hard dead enough. We're just gonna... Come on! I'm kicking this thing. Ah! Cucked hard by tree. Got her. I've always known about my little lunge. Again, I hate that I do it, but I get like really into it, and we always like, because we're actually lunging in the game, like I've always held to it. I'm gonna be one of those people that gets really into VR. Like, I got a VR kit set up and everything as soon as they were initially released, so they're like still basically experimental and not really widely known that it's a thing already. And I already had the PlayStation 1, I had the HTC Vive. I was doing all that for a good bit. Gens before friends, they completed that before going to get her. Ah! No! No! See? They always like to be sneaky. Nice. Where'd you go? How did she was literally right there, and I don't know. No, I just look bad. Oh, hi Scratch Marks. Where'd you go? She's using up so much of my time. I really need them to fix it so that way when the nurse is charging her blink, she can attack out of it, because other killers can kind of do the same thing with their powers, so why can't I? Yeah, we're not gonna win this either. She used up way too much of my time. And they split the gens really good. Let me see. Auras. Not enough of them. Did I just hear? I knew I did. Where'd she go? And there's the gen. Where'd she go while I was looking downward? And now is the time where I will start looking at the camping tactics. Because it's all we can do at this point of the game. Both of those are blocked off from sight. Just one kill, that's all I want. From where? From where did you come? From whence? Flashlights? No. No. There's the one. Now everyone else gets out. And Site, this is the this is that thing where all survivors at this tier would know to not bait out a what do you call it? A Blood Warden. Most times when I play any killer with an endgame build with Blood Warden and Noed, I usually wind up killing everyone before I even get to use it, so it's basically like a perkless run for me, which is what I trained myself on, was playing perkless. So playing with perks changes playstyle almost very dramatically, because usually I wouldn't go out of my way to try and bring someone to a specific hook unless it's for strategic value of its location. But when playing with Scourge hooks, you just always want to bring someone to a shiny white hook, right? Playing perkless, you just kind of play to your personal strengths and your playstyle, and then you can, you know, do whatever based on whatever the game will allow you to do and get away with. But those guys did not open the gate until the person that was trying to be rescued was already, like, dead and gone. They had one person probably waiting at the gate or running towards it after I hit her to go ahead and get it open, because they knew that if I had someone downed and they opened the gate, that I would have gotten them with Blood Warden if I had it. Survivors do things, and sometimes they don't even think about the reasons why they're doing it because it's become so automatic for them. But that's basically, it's trained in your head, you know? Kind of like killers regularly checking around pallets if they down a survivor on a pallet. Or at least they should be checking around that pallet. If they don't, they're dumb. And they're going to get smacked with a pallet. Yep. Yes, sir. That's what's going to happen. And let's see. I forgot while we were playing as the Onryu, I forgot what we had going on here. I was focused on this, but wasn't really looking at this. Oh, God. Yeah, this is good. I'm back. How was the last game? The last game was good. Only got one kill out of it though, and they hard defended, trying to not let that person die. But that was end game. I got them hooked in the end game and had to almost camp them out completely. They got unhooked and I had to chase them around the area while everyone tried to body block. I didn't tunnel or camp anything in that game, but once the last gen is done, I throw all of the niceness out the window and I just say, alright, well, y'all got your objective done, time for me to get my objective done, and I will camp you out of the game if I have to do it. It's unfortunate, but that's the mindset that has to be taken. Like, if I want to get strict wins with killers without, like if I were one of those big streamers that likes to do win streaks with killers and survivors and stuff like that, like how many escapes did you get, or how many 4Ks did you get out of it? By the way, happy 420, everyone. But yeah, if you're trying to get a 4K out of it and you're trying to have fun while you're doing it, and you're at high MMR, there's something in that equation that has to go in order for you to have the match. It's almost scientific at this point. And just to show that armor before I forget again, turn on main screen. There we go. So I know the color's a little washed out because I have my HDR on for gaming, but this is some armor that I made modeled after, I think it was a French cuirass. So I already know that I had some issues over here with the band. There's some warping going on because it was kind of difficult for it to keep its shape and for me to boolean some of these objects into it, like the rivets and the nuts and bolts. Technically, there's also supposed to be a strap that goes across here, but I had run out of time. But this is the low-res version here on the right, and this is the high-res version on the left, and it's a lovely time. Oh, before I go right back into this, let me turn off. There you go. So yeah, that was the last thing I had sculpted, and I'm gonna be doing another fantasy sculpt over the course of my spring break. Yo, that looks really cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, I as much as I love doing gaming content here and being able to play video games here, it's game creation is, I think, where my strengths are going to wind up lying. And at the very least, when it comes to game creation, there's a lot of different things for it. So I say game creation, that could mean anything from working on creating a game in Unity or Unreal Engine to... I'm sorry. There's supposed to be a TV here in the middle, too. He went for this one because I didn't break this out yet. I tried to chase down that guy, like, almost dedicatedly, and there's the pallet. This is a good strong pallet, too, to get out of there. Oh my fuck. Still got him. Chances are someone went to go finish that, though. Yep. It was this guy that I was initially chasing that fucking led me here. Hex therapy. Yeah. I'm about it. therapy. Down. What do we have? A really bad spread for our Scourge hooks. Great. So let's get him in the basement and see what else we can accomplish here then, because obviously we're not going to accomplish stopping a gen in this area. Oh. Of course. This is the guy that I hit first and started chasing. And he ran in here, and I decided to just leave it be because I didn't want to chase him in here. What's the first thing he did was he ran right back in here. Wait, what? And there's a boon. I just realized. There's definitely a boon in the area. Hello, Zeke. Hello, Hex Therapy again. You're going right back on there. Zeke's going on there. We're gonna have a good old fucking party. Get on there. Haven't tried her yet, but I have played against her a lot, both in PTB and live. Yeah, she's fun to play with because she adds a different dynamic with the... Well, not even a different dynamic. She's honestly just a compilation of, like, the spare parts of a bunch of other killers. And it just kind of works to be fun. Oh, wow. That's a really bad one. Oh, fuck. She's going straight for those hooks. TV, TV, TV. No TV. What's she trying to do? Oh, flashbang. Glad she got that flashbang out of her system. Okay. That's the other thing I hate, is when survivors just camp pallets or just keep circling around inside the pallet thing. Like, haha, you can't hit me. That's that 1v1v1v1v1 potential we were talking about, because they don't have any fear of the killer. And they've got little pieces of wood that can stop a behemoth-sized goddamn zombie, so why should they care? He's gonna get out of line of sight and wait. I'm sorry, where? What we doing here, Shetty? This fucking guy. His movements were weird. Also, this is the Hex Therapy guy. Hey, I finally get to use one of my Scourge hooks for the first time in this match. Killers shouldn't be able to see names since survivors can't see theirs. I can kinda agree with that, actually. Dead hard? Oh, also I just saw someone else up there. So we can actually get another person here. If we can get you up on... Yeah, I can get you up there. But if killers aren't allowed to see names, then I vote that survivors shouldn't be able to see in third person. because I'm a human being and and like if I were a survivor, I would not have the capability to be omniscient and see everything around me, would I? So why should they? Okay. Drop pallet, camp it, profit. She's really careful to not get in range of that. Nah, now she's just doing the I'm gonna drop everything. That means here? Nope. It doesn't make sense? What do you mean that doesn't make sense? If you're looking straight forward, can you see what's going on behind you? Can you? I will wait for the answer to this one. This will be real interesting. If I had Twitch in my name, a killer could stream snipe me. Okay, yes, correct. But it's your choice to have Twitch in your name. It's my choice to have Twitch in my name. When I'm Survivor, I still keep the tag on there because it doesn't change the fact that I'm still, you know, a Twitch streamer. It does change how some people will play against me. If I'm Survivor, sometimes it means that I'm going to get camped. They tried to make the shack their safe zone. Damn. Crazy. It's almost like because he could see around portions of wall that he didn't have eyes on, he was able to counter my attack. That's crazy. So yeah, if I can't see your name, then you shouldn't be able to see around corners and be able to look behind you while your face is firmly planted in a generator. I don't know why I didn't notice that that was the hook that Hex Therapy died on. I hope I can get this. I can't get that. Cool, because I didn't notice that. So you're saying, hang on, let me, I'll read that here in a second. And here's the body block attempts against the character that can't be body blocked. Nope. Here we go. I don't mind, I'll put you down. See, this is ridiculous. This shouldn't be doable, but it is. And just like that, gone. Still gonna stick around because, again, the no threat of danger thing and wasting my time. Breeds negativity in the environment. So you're saying if DBD made it to where killers can see names, then they should make it where survivors can't see in third person. That doesn't even compare to each other. I know that doesn't compare to each other, but, you know, you're pointing out something that is only a problem with the current meta of gaming, which is everyone is broadcasting everything. So if the player is live, then they're going to be at a disadvantage if they are live and the person knows their name. I understand that. But that is literally not anything to do with the game itself. So that isn't, like, a problem within the game. Me knowing your name outside of Twitch existing has no bearing on the gameplay whatsoever, right? But the fact that you can see around corners as a regular-ass human being makes it so that way this supernatural being, which as we can see, plainly supernatural and phasing in and out of existence, jaw hanging, all this other stuff, plainly supernatural being that can teleport to things and all this other stuff, but I'm the one that's stuck in the field of view of what's in front of me instead of the survivors. See, that doesn't make sense for an asymmetrical horror game to take out the biggest horror aspect of, you know, human perception. And that is human perception. If you can't see what's coming at you, then that increases the fear levels. That increases the thrill, the excitement of the game. That would make everything so much more intense. That would make chases actual mind games on the survivor side and on the killer side. That would equalize so many things. If I have to be in first-person view, you have to be in first-person view. Same way you're saying, since you can't see my name, I shouldn't be able to see yours? Fair. Then you can't see behind you if I can't see behind me at the same time as me looking forward. Yes, I think survivors should only see through first person. Correct. That, from a design standpoint of the type of game that this is supposed to be, makes the most sense. Do that, and they can literally leave everything else that's broken about the game, that breaks the balance of the game, they can leave it as is, and all those things that are game-breaking would suddenly become game-balancing. Because of the fact that if you swap survivors to first person and put killers in third person, or even just putting survivors in first person and leaving killers in first person, that equalizes the playing field more. Suddenly survivors have to work a whole lot harder for their loops and all this other stuff, because they're not going to be able to, you know, be standing here with walls on either side of them, staring out into an open field and knowing that there's a killer dancing on the other side of that rock, going left and right, trying to figure out how to best approach this person. You know? Meanwhile, the killer's, like, face is, like, planted in this rock or looking in some random ass direction, and I'm the one that can't see? What superpowers do the survivors, like, have that are explained that explains that? This isn't a game like Friday the 13th where you're just hiding or whatever the objective is. Well, no, the objective of Friday the 13th is to escape. That is the objective of Friday the 13th. Escape or kill Jason. The objective of this game, for survivors, is to repair the generators and escape. You don't even have to interact with the killer whatsoever. So, the objective isn't hiding. The objective is still to complete the generators and escape, which can be done in first-person or third-person view. In Friday the 13th, everyone is third-person, if I remember correctly. And or maybe Jason's in first person and then it goes to third person when he uses his mist ability, but I seem to recall him being third person throughout. I don't know, I can't remember fully. Survivors need to be able to see in third because they're doing gens. Okay, so why can't you do gens and listen to the sound of footsteps rustling around like the killer has to hear you guys? The killer is already faster than survivors, so it's only fair. No, because the survivors have pallets and windows and stuff that they can go through at much faster rates than the killers can, and the killers' speeds aren't always guaranteed to be faster than the survivors. Plus, the survivors are 4 people. The killer is 1. You saw how effective that was at the end of that last match. There were only 2 other people besides the person that I had downed and was carrying. And with 2 other people, they prevented me from getting that person hooked a couple of times. You do not need to see in third person to do gens at all. You can do it with your eyes closed. You can listen for the sound cue of a skill check, can't you? That's when you know that you have to look at your screen actively and know when to hit the skill check, right? Doesn't almost every single killer have that same kind of mechanic built in? Because even though we are faster, don't we have a terror radius that's at least 32 meters for most killers? For you to have a good, heads up in advance when I'm coming, so you know that you can hide or do whatever you need to do. There's a bunch of balancing things in that are built in that aren't built around what you can or cannot see. Okay, you guys get plenty of information from us based off what you can see that isn't, forced through being in third person. Through first person camera, you can still see my red stain. You know that I'm close enough to get a melee hit if you look down and see that my red stain is, like, around you. That's information. Killers also have aura reading, so it's still fair. Survivors have aura reading. You're not saying anything that isn't, like, already kind of there. And if you're talking about the aura reading on generators, of course, that's the task for the killer, is to defend those things and to stop you guys from doing it. Mainly just to get rid of you of the survivors is what the killer's job is. So knowing where the gens are, that's the only built-in aura reading there is. Certain killers have other built-in aura, like literally the Huntress that I'm using now to go ahead and see inside the lockers, but that's not really useful aura reading, is it? So survivors also have aura reading, which they can use to not only see all of the totems on the map, all the generators on the map. Also, first person would make it harder to loop against killers. The game wouldn't work. The game would work, and it would work better because of the fact that now you have to panic as well as the killer. It would 100% work. I can promise you, because I've already tested it. It would work. It would work, and it brings excitement back to the survivor side instead of people just sitting there like this. Get spun. Like, it makes even survivors, like, sit up and do the killer lunge thing all the time because they're like, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuck. Should be able to loop if they're skilled enough to do it. Yes, absolutely. They should be able to loop if they're skilled enough to do it, but only if they're skilled enough to do it. You're saying that if you can't see around objects and have some sort of unnatural ability to see everything around you, that you would not have the skill to loop anymore? Then I argue that you are not a skilled looper, and you are instead just really observant. Or slightly observant. And I'm not saying that as an attack in any way. I'm saying that as a counter-argument, because you haven't presented anything to me yet that has really shown that switching survivors to first person would tip the balance in any way. In fact, it would bring balance. Because survivors are not entitled to escape, and killers are not entitled to kills. So why are the sides really different? The sides are different because the killer is one person versus 4. What do I mean by observant? I mean that if you take away the ability to see things that, like, if I'm looking straight at my screen, I don't see my green screen behind me. So if I'm working right here, how do I know what's going on behind me? How do I know if there's someone standing behind me? I don't. Because I'm a normal-ass human being. So what's the reason that the survivors are able to see things supernaturally around them? I understand that that's just a thing like, oh, there's first person and third person field of view. Games have differences like that. Okay, I understand that. Then why does the killer have to be in first person and the survivors get to be in third? Why not have it the same? Oof. I really hoped that she would have tried to throw it. But yeah, if you can't like out-loop me without being able to see things supernaturally around you, then are you really a skilled looper, or are you just really good at paying attention to the fact that there's a few extra, you know, degrees of field of view for you to toy with? Okay. I'm okay with that. Oof. Oh yeah, she has a fucking hex here. If first person came into play, looping would last so much shorter, it really wouldn't. Oh, if first person came into play, looping would last so much shorter, it wouldn't really work. It would only be shorter if you weren't actually that good at looping then. Because you do have the advantage of being able to know what direction I'm facing and how close I am to you based on that because of the red stain. So, with that free information, how can you not loop me? I didn't expect that to hit. I'm glad it did. Oh, hey, welcome, RT. Against very skilled killers, skilled loopers should not be able to last for minutes at a time. That is what this game is at right now. Yeah, exactly. Tay is someone that I had a match against when I was playing Nurse, and I only got one kill, so they were saying how it was very interesting that I only got one kill as Nurse, and they've been here ever since. I was more annoyed back then, but now we've actually been able to, I've calmed down a bit, we've had some actual good discussion here about, you know, things that are balanced, and he's been sharing his opinion on how certain things have been. So I brought up, you know, the fact that survivors can see omnisciently around them because they have third-person view, but the killers, who are literal supernatural beings, are pigeonholed into first-person view. And they're saying that if they switched it to first-person view, that the game would break and that it wouldn't work at all anymore. And I argue that it would definitely work, and it would in fact work even better, because it makes it so that way survivors would have to actually panic and actually have to use the other elements in the game, such as the red stain, more effectively, and just a lot of different things here and there. So I raised the argument that, you know, if... Okay, I both heard someone and saw scratch marks. There we go. I raised the argument that, you know, if we're talking about balancing things like that, oh shit. If we're gonna talk about balancing things like that, then, you know, really think about it. What would changing the perspective from third person to first do to survivors? It would prevent them from being able to stand at a wall, like, over here, and know what's going on at the other side of that wall. So yes, it robs them of some information, but in my opinion, it robs them only of information that they shouldn't have otherwise anyway. You should be... No, you should not. That, I'm gonna say you're outright wrong there for that one. That is not how the game should be, Tay. Because, again, that is how it is if it's balanced for 1 versus 1 versus 1 versus 1. That is how the game is currently balanced, and that's not a balanced game. That is a game where the killers are basically the same strength as the killers. The survivors are the same strength as the killer, and there's 4 of them versus the 1. So that's basically a bully fest, not a balanced game of any kind. So that's why I'll have to disagree with you wholeheartedly on that one. No survivor should be able to run a killer for the entirety of the game, no matter what. That's not asymmetrical balance. I lost the person that I downed, and I'm trying to find more hatchets. How is that fun for any of the killers or any... Exactly. Like, what does that mean for the other survivors that are just hammering the gens while one person is running them the whole time? And the sad thing is that most of the time, that's how the games go. Is that there's going to be one skilled looper that if the killer doesn't know to stop chasing them, they're going to screw themselves, and 3 gens are going to pop before they get their first hit on that person. I know this. I've done this. The only one having fun at that point is the one looping... Yeah, exactly. And they are never reluctant to show it by going ahead and teabagging left and right, and if they have a flashlight, clicking it and just being like, hey, come get me, why aren't you getting me? Come on. And it's like, because, dude, I'm tired of just playing with you. There's other people that I could be playing with in this game right now. I just saw a crow land. All right. Like, if I recall, in the match against Yute, I only got 1 person killed. So, and that 1 person that I got killed died in the end game. Because I had to camp them out of the game. Because as I was chasing everyone, I had certain issues because blinks weren't doing what they were supposed to. And I was getting stuck on things that I shouldn't have been getting stuck on while trying to blink. You know, the power that I was supposed to have that should have, you know, made it so much easier to travel at 95% move speed. But I didn't have that, which is why a lot of the times in the match against you and your team, you saw that I was just walking at you guys. Because I was really annoyed and upset that I had to deal with having to constantly... Where'd this person fucking go? I know they're still around here. Whatever. I was annoyed and upset that I constantly had to keep walking at you guys because the blinks were not functional. I'm sorry. Why did you go after me? I was the Feng. The others was around. I honestly was I was talking to people in chat, and I was just flinging hatchets all over the place because I saw a bunch of you. Honestly. And you were the one that was more in my line of sight. I lost someone in the building, and then you came out, and I was like, oh, okay, there you... that's the one I was initially chasing. Right there, actually. And she's a skilled one. So, I went after you because literal convenience. Sorry. Oh my god. If that had hit, that would have been a great blind fire. Where? What? Excuse? Of course she managed to get back around here. Did she already get around? Nope. She was hiding in a locker, probably. Oh, I was wrong. Terribly wrong. Yep. Me personally, I've never got looped the whole game by one person, so it just really comes down to the killer skills. No, it is a thing to for the killer. It's a skill for the killer to learn to develop to stop chasing a person if they're obviously really good at looping. But it's also one that can be easily stamped down by a person's pride or by already overcommitting to a chase to begin with. Like, if I already put in a bunch of time and effort into chasing someone, then if, like, in my head, I'm going to be thinking, they're probably here with other people. They probably have a team, and these guys are all probably around the same skill level. Like this one. And this is another one down. So really it comes down to, oh, also there's a heal meta, because survivors can basically just stay at full health because of all of the various perks and abilities that are being afforded to them to just constantly stay at full health. So with all those things being factored, it's very hard to know when to leave a chase. Even if they're looping you really good. Like, it's hard to know when to leave it in some cases because of these various things that we have to consider. Like, if I heard a boon go off, I'm not gonna bother with ever trying to you know, hit and run or anything like that unless I'm playing the Onryu, because there would be no point to it. There's no point in trying to hit someone and leave them, or there's no point in committing to a chase and then deciding not to down the person, because they'll just go off, get healed, and it negates everything that you had, you know, tried. Fuck. Parthenax, so sorry, but you are my last barbecue stack, or else I would actually let you kind of go. But, nah. Not today. And I may not have gotten looped by, like, one person for 5 gens in one chase before, but I've definitely been looped for 5 gens by essentially one person, because I will chase them and they will be completely out of my reach, very skilled loopers, so I do the smart thing and I ditch them, I abandon them, and I go for someone else. And I'll get that person downed, and then the skilled looper comes up because the person got downed on a whatchamacallit, on a pallet or something. And then I have to worry about this skilled looper looping me around this pallet with the downed person. I can't pick them up because or else I'm going to eat that pallet. And then the person is recovering under that pallet long enough for them to go ahead and, you know, get the pickup real quick and drop the pallet. Like, there's so many things. It's all like a sequence of events that you can predict after you've just been hit by it so many times. Out of the 4 survivors, it's one of their jobs to be able to loop the killer for as long as they can so everyone else can do gens. It's a whole new meta in DBD. No, it's not. That's not a whole new meta in DBD. That's literally just a common play style. That's basically a tournament style play style. If no one knew how to loop, the killer would win every time. Not true. If people knew how to hide and the killer is not good at looking for people, then yeah. Then that is just as effective. Because I've taken down good loopers, but if someone is good at hiding, then I'll never find them. Because I'm not going to take the time to open up every locker in an area. And RT is correct, it is a meta that shouldn't exist right now. Because one person should not be able to occupy the enemy team the entirety, the whole time. It's just not a thing for an asymmetrical game. Tay, you're thinking of this game as something that is supposed to be balanced for 1v1 potential, but it's not supposed to be that way. That's how it currently is, but it's not supposed to be that way. It's not. You know, that's why it's ridiculously hard for or it was, you know, back in the day, for the campers to kill Jason in Friday the 13th. For the longest time, no one thought you could do it, but it was a thing that could be done if you played a certain way and, like, got everyone together to try and do it, then yeah, you could do it. But if you were just one person trying to do it, you had to be a really, really, really skilled player, and there are some that do it, but not very many. But in this game, it's almost every match. It's guaranteed. You're going to find one skilled looper and one gen jockey. The other two are going to be a duplicate of one of those two people. It's or there's a good 40% chance you might get a skilled camouflage person in your group that's just going to stealth the whole game and hide in plain sight really well. If the meta was hiding, this game would be boring as hell. For your opinion, I killed Jason a couple times back in the day. Yeah, see? That's something that you could brag about for back in the day. If the meta for this game was hiding, it would be boring, but that's... You know what meta is, right? That's the most effective tactics, for that game. The MET is literally most effective tactics. I forgot what the A is, but it's the most effective tactics that, and the reason that the meta is always supposed to be evolving and changing is because you don't want people using the same thing over and over and over again. The meta changes as the game changes. The problem is the meta hasn't changed in this game, and survivors are still overpowered as shit because they're not doing anything to change their meta. They're not doing anything to change the game. They're just kind of hammering the same thing and piling crap on top of crap at the moment. And they wouldn't have added trail marks if it was hiding meta. The trail marks are there for people that are rushing. It's literally for people that are running everywhere. When you walk, you don't reveal any scratch marks. When you crouch, you don't reveal scratch marks. Those things are there for a reason. But I could go on about this all day, and I definitely would have. If you want to continue talking about balance and stuff, you're free to hop into the Discord. You won't be turned away. Just know that the people that are in the Discord generally are either in game development or people that have been around me long enough that they're gonna have probably around the same opinion. I have some Survivor main friends that are all in there, but those are people that know and understand that the meta and the power balance is in the Survivor's favor. Like, there's so many people that are Survivor mains that are just like, yeah, no, we know. And I like to keep those survivors close as good people. But that's enough talking for now. We're gonna wrap this up. Next stream is going to be Friday. We're going to be doing a little bit more level development. I need to fix up a cutscene that we can go ahead and actually see happen now because I've fixed all the issues. So we can go over more level design, more cutscene creation, try and go over some basic animation in Unreal Engine, and maybe some digital sculpting, maybe some gaming. I don't know. We'll see what goes on Friday, but that'll be for that one. I'm about to reach Erie 1. Congrats. I mean, send link. I'll join later. It's attached to my channel. So since you're already here on Twitch, the Discord banner down below is an open link, so you can click the Discord banner and it will take you into the Discord server. So I like to also say thanks to everyone that participated in chat and in any case. So Izzy with Cheese, thank you so much for popping in. Thank you for the follow as well. I really appreciate it. And thank you for the chat. And Dusk, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate you, your service to the channel. RT, thank you for popping in, man. I really appreciate you being here as well. Tay, man, you popped in here after the match, and I haven't had a lot of people that stick around and really like chat that much with me, and I appreciate it. I hope that I didn't come off as too abrasive when you initially popped in. Again, people can come off as abrasive and rub the wrong way when they're not in a good mood to begin with. But I do appreciate you sticking through it and then actually, chatting with me about this stuff. I love educating. I love getting educated. I love the debates that we can, have about this stuff. And really, thank you. And I already said RT. I think there was one more person by my recollection. Gabberjaws 11841. Thank you so much for popping in. You were the Fang in the match. I'm sorry that it seemed like I may have been targeting you. It was literally just bad luck on your part, good luck on my part that your friend led me to you and lost me at the same time. So I do apologize for that. But yeah, that's it. I can't find cord link. Okay, you know what? Hang on. I'll go ahead and drop it in here before I go ahead and take off. I want you to have that, and I'll have to go through and figure out why that's not popping up again. Let's see. There we go. So Discord links in the chat if you want. Click it. You can hop in, and we have our artwork channel that's gonna have random things that will hopefully look better over time. From me, we have things from my friends and from my community, things that people post there. All that sorts of stuff. So fun times, hopefully. I see you popped in. I'll hit the wave. All right, so I think that covers everybody. Oh, yeah. Oh, obviously, thanking my wife as I'm sipping this delicious matcha that she brought me. But big shout out to my wife and for taking care of me while, well, at all times.